We say on YouTube, Action Reaction. I'm here with a video on how to pass your theory test, the top 10 tips. I want you guys to subscribe to me. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Right now it's just me and my younger brother. But I thought why not upload and try to get this YouTube thing up and running. Yeah, today I'm going to be providing you guys with my top 10 tips on how to pass your driving theory test. And I can guarantee you a pass if you just follow these steps. It's that simple. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Number 10, be dedicated. I'm telling you guys, it's important that you're dedicated to this process, trusting it, trusting me, and trusting yourself. With dedication come results. No hard work, no effort. You're not gonna find a result that you're gonna want. By following these 10 tips, I can guarantee you that you'll feel comfortable walking inside and into the exam, and you'll be feeling even better when you leave the exam room with your certificate. Just that simple, guys. Trust in the process. Follow these tips, and I'm positive that you will pass your driving theory exam. Number 2, you guys need to know your facts. Know what it's about. Let me show you guys up on the screen right now. I'm gonna go on Google. First thing I'm gonna type in is the pass rate of driving theory exams. You see it there, guys, is 86%. That means 9 in 10 people will pass the exam. What can I say is that simple. It's really not hard. As long as you follow my tips, you'll be one of this 86%. Yeah, so 86%, guys. It's really not that hard. As long as you know what you're doing. The only reason why it's not 100% is because we have foreign people that haven't lived in the UK for that long, people that they wasn't born and raised here. They're gonna find it a bit harder to understand the questions, and they're gonna find it harder to pass the test. But guys, as long as you're born and raised in this country, as long as you've lived here for the majority of your life, I can guarantee that you should be able to pass the test, no problem. More facts. What is the test gonna consist of? I'm gonna search on Google. I'm gonna search up DVSA theory test rules, just so you guys are aware. Let's check this one. And yeah, see a couple of rules. What you guys need to know is you need to know that before you start the test, you're gonna have a 15-minute practice session. It's not compulsory. Personally, if you follow my steps, then you're not gonna need this 15-minute practice session. If anything, it's just gonna stress you out a little. I say jump right into the test. You're gonna have 50 questions for the multiple choice section, which is gonna last 57 minutes. Well, that's what they recommend anyway. Again, with my steps, no longer than 20 minutes, you will be able to finish this section of the test. On the multiple choice side, you're gonna have 4 options on one question, and you should be able to work out which is complete nonsense and which one is the correct answer, because there are a couple answers to questions that you just know that they're not right. But then again, you'll be revising before this time, so you'll know what's right straight away, even before finishing the question, more or less. Hazard perception is going to be out of 75, the pass mark 44. Sorry, I forgot to mention that the pass mark for the multiple choice section is 43 out of the 50 questions, which seems like a lot, but trust me, it really isn't. And for the hazard perception, you need 44 out of 75. I've actually passed my theory test twice because of the coronavirus. My exam, my certificate went out of date. So I couldn't take my test, so I had to take it again, and I ended up getting 66 out of 75, and on the multiple choice section I got 48 out of 50. And I was using all these steps. I was dedicated. That's step one, and I did know my facts, in which I'm laying on to you guys. So the hazard perception side of the test will be 14 minutes long. You'll have 14 1-minute clips, and 13 out of the 14 clips will contain one hazard, and the last one out of the 14 clips will contain 2 hazards, in which you'll be marked out of 10 instead of 5. When you click on the screen, you'll have a little red flag that will appear at the bottom to acknowledge that your click has been recognized by the system. I'm going to move on to step 3 now. You need to be able to understand the question and not just memorize, because in my top 10 tips, I don't want people to think, oh, this is a memory test. No, you need to understand. It's not only about the memory. When you download a course, I'll show you further on the list. On the actual mock test that you get, there will be an explanation of why the answer is what it is, and I recommend strongly that you do read that, just to gain a fundamental understanding on that topic, regardless if you got the question right or wrong, just so you're mentally aware. And it's really not a memory test. You really need to understand, because this does relate onto real life and real life scenarios. Okay, I want you guys to go onto Amazon. This is where I find they sell this the cheapest. I will put the link in the description. I want you guys to buy the driving test success DVD. Here we are, right here, for PCs, Windows. I want you guys to buy this. This I can guarantee, they guarantee, I also guarantee, I use this, that you will pass your test first time. This is a brilliant course, which not only teaches you about the theory test, it also teaches you about the hazard perception and even the practical driving. It has a lot of mock test videos, it has a lot of simulations. I strongly recommend. This is what got me through the theory test on both occasions. This includes a pass guarantee, so if you don't pass, then you could get your money back, but I assure you that you will. Please buy this DVD. I am not sponsored. I just want the best for you guys. Take a look at the pictures. There's an example of the mock test. What does this sign mean? 20-mile-an-hour zone with traffic calming. They give you 50 questions just like on the real test, and they give you a timer to let you know how long is left. This is very close to the real thing. I could tell you this is very, very close to the real exam. This is exactly what it looks like. Question and 4 options for answers. Please look out for where it says select one answer right here. Sorry, right here. Because sometimes it might say select 2. So just remember to read the question. An example of the hazard perception. They do have both CGI and real life clips. This is an example of the practical driving. Yep. And it gives you a little track of how well you've done, which topics you need to, which categories you need to improve on. The yellow line on the side, right here. Sorry, yellow, I meant green. This line here shows you when you're past this line, that means you're well on your way to passing the theory test. If you're below this line, it means you need more work in that category. Beautiful layout. I love everything about this DVD, and I strongly recommend that you buy it. Okay, within the DVD, it also contains the highway code. This is not, well, it's not entirely essential, but just to gain that good fundamental understanding, it's important that you do read the highway code. It might be a bit long, but it is interesting, and every single part about it can be a potential question on the actual theory test. So read the highway code. it will be useful. That's where they get all their questions from, I must repeat. I lost track of which number I was on. The next tip is, I'm just going to say number 6. Learn the 3-click method for the hazard perception. Let me show you guys. I'm going to go on DVSA, hazard perception practice. Safe driving for life. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the safe driving for life. I'm gonna start a practice test just to show you guys what I mean by the 3-click method. I'm gonna start this test. What you should know is that you can't click in a pattern. You can't click, for example, every single second, because the machine, the software will pick you up for cheating effectively. But this 3-click method does work, and it's not any sort of cheat. So let's start. I'll put into full screen mode. I have done these clips before, so I do know when to click, but I'm just gonna, as for example, this is coming in. I might click here, click twice, 3 times, just in case that car might have pulled up, but I know that's not the hazard. Hazard's right here, so I'm gonna click once. I'm gonna click twice. It's signaling. I'm gonna click 3 times, and maybe a 4th time, because I know this one I'm gonna stop. That's my 3-click method. Yeah, that's the last part of the clip. I'm gonna show you guys again what the 3-click method, or my 3-click method is, on the next clip. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that was the first clip. I'm gonna show you guys the 3-click method again. I can't see what's coming around this corner, so I'm looking at my eyes. I'll keep them right here. No problems. I'm looking for what might affect my driving, and that's when I'm gonna click. There's a person in the road, but he's kind of far away, so I'm not really gonna click here. And please bear in mind, I have done this before, so I do know when to click. But there's just an example. So if you look in this reflection, there's gonna be a car pulling out here. So as soon as I see that car, I'm gonna click once, twice, and 3 times, just in case. And he pulls out, and that caused me to slow down or change direction. And that's the thing you mainly need to know. Whatever caused you to slow down or change direction, you should have clicked, because that's when the hazard is. Anything that causes you to slow down or change direction. I'm going to show you guys this last example. I'm paying attention to the sides. There's a little water bed. I'm going to click here just in case. Just in case that was the hazard, even though I know that wasn't the hazard. But yeah, I'm still looking out for anything that might bearing in mind there could be 2 hazards in one clip, so I'm always looking out for what might be the hazard, the main hazards in the clips. I can't see what's coming from above this, so it's nothing above it, but I can see a tractor here, and I can see a road symbol for a tractor. So for example, I'm going to click once now. He is turning in. I'm going to click twice, and I'm going to click a 3rd time, just because we're going to slow down or stop. And yeah, that's my 3-click method. It's important that you do know this. I did manage to pass with 12 out of 15, and that's alright for me. My next top tip for you guys, I'm going to say, the last one was number 6. I'm going to say this is number 7. And I want you to know what to look out for. So off the top of my head, I'm going to list a couple things that you need to look out for, what you need to do while you're taking the hazard perception test. If I do forget any, I'll include them on the screen for you guys. So I want you guys to look into the distance, especially when you're on a motorway in the hazard perception. Look into the distance, the road. You guys look out for any pedestrians that might be crossing the road, especially on zebra crossings or any school kids jogging across the road. You guys need to look out for children on the side roads playing football or something like that. If you see any cyclists on the road, you need to pay attention to them. alongside motorcyclists as well. Guys need to pay attention to any doors opening from parked cars or any cars pulling out from a parked position. That might cause you to slow down or stop. For example, I've seen a sleepy driver on the motorway. He was turning into the wrong lane just because he was tired. You need to look out for that. You need to look out for direction indicators. It's just all from the top of my head. You need to look out for any cars pulling into the main road or in the path you're driving in. You do need to pay attention to the road signs because they could give you hints of what might happen. For example, a sharp turn. You can look out for road signs about that, or any roadworks. You can look out for road signs about that. You also need to look out for what might happen when you turn that you can't see. For example, if you're on a side road and you're joining the main road and it's a closed off junction so you can't see, you need to look towards the sides of the screen depending on which direction that you're going in, just in case a car might pull up really quick. Number 8, spend as much time as you can per day revising for this test, because as this is the lead up to the next tip, trust me, you're going to want to revise probably an hour a day, 2 hours, as much as you can, just revising constantly for the exam, because dedication does pay off. You will pass as long as you're dedicated, as long as you follow these tips, as long as you understand the questions, you understand how the system works, and with these tips, with all the tips I've given you in the video, you'll be ready. You'll be ready for it. And this leads up to tip number 9. Book your driving test 2 or 3 weeks before starting to revise. So if you book your driving test in advance, it will give you a primary drive in order to work towards actually completing your goal. You're not going to want to spend £23 for the theory test, not pass your exam. So if you book your test in advance, it will give you the drive to revise daily, especially in quarantine. During the lockdown, you have more time than ever, at least 2 hours a day for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm telling you, you will get there as long as you buy the driving test success DVD. Everything you need is on it. Explore it. There's different sections of it. Read the highway code, understand the question, pay attention to the video, all the tips I've given you. Rewatch the video because there's been some mini tips that I've put in there, in and out. Just listen to what I'm saying, really, because it's all part of the process. It's all useful. And the last tip is just to be dedicated once again, because dedication will pay off. If you're going to take anything away from this video, the main things that I suggest that you take into account the most is to buy the driving test success DVD, be dedicated, book your driving test 2 to 3 weeks in advance, and spend as much time as you can revising until the day that you book the test. I'm sure you will pass. I can guarantee it, just as much as the driving test success DVD guarantees it. If you don't pass first time, then they do offer a money back guarantee. Pretty sure they do. Thank you for watching this video. Once again, please subscribe. It's just me and my younger brother that are subscribed to my channel right now. I really need that 4,000 watch minutes and that 1,000 subscribers to start getting monetized for what I do. And yeah, take care, you man. And thank you very much for watching. Share and subscribe. And like the video. Give the video a good thumbs up. I'm out, you guys, and peace.